Yo, yo, peace and power, family. The power is ours. It's King Leon X, the Human Liberator. This is episode 98. Alright, it's the Human Liberator. This is episode 98 of Take Charge of Your Life. Take Charge of Your Life is our midday self-mastery, self-motivation series where we make the choice to correct our errors in judgment and practice a few simple disciplines that's going to lead us to success. We make the choice every day to choose prosperity and abundance over lack and limitation. We choose positive mental attitude over pessimism. Okay, we choose self-confidence over self-limited beliefs. This is what we do every single day. All right, we do this every single day. This is Make the Choice, Monday through Friday, our midday self-mastery, self-motivation series. And what we're talking about today is there are no shortcuts to success. All right, yeah, there are no shortcuts to success. There are no shortcuts to success. This is what we're talking about today. This is the topic of discussion. There are no shortcuts to success, family. All right. This is what we're discussing today in Take Charge of Your Life, episode 98. All right, just like there was no shortcuts to get to episode 98, I had to do Monday through Friday at 1 episode, 2 episodes, 3 episodes, 4 episodes, 5, the 5th episode, 6th episode, all the way to episode 98. I'm almost at 100 episodes. We're almost at 100 classes. We're almost at 100 different messages that have to do with personal productivity, prosperity, taking charge of our lives. Okay, today we're talking about there are no shortcuts to success. In order for us to get to episode 98, we had to do one episode at a time. Okay, there are no shortcuts to success. For a farmer, right? If a farmer wants to, have the variety, he wants to have his collards and his tomatoes and, his onions and his peas and his all these different types of things. I'm here to tell you there's no shortcuts to that. All right, he has to plant seed by seed by seed. All right, yeah, he could use a machine to plant as many seeds as he wants, but he still got to plant them. He still got to water them. He still got to go through that entire process. What happens if the farmer forgets to plant his seeds in the spring? If a farmer does not plant his seeds in the spring, I'm here to tell you that in the fall, when it comes harvest time, he ain't gonna have no fruit to bear. Okay, he's gonna have to learn how to be a good beggar. Okay, and he's gonna be explaining why he's not doing well instead of celebrating the fruits of his labor. All right. So what happens if a farmer misses the whole spring and then misses the whole summer? Right at the end of summer, he decides to plant his seeds. He's like, oh shit, it's about to be next season is harvest. Next season is fall. Let me go ahead plant these seeds now. Let me go ahead just plant a zillion seeds right now. All right, come on. I planted the seeds. Come on, nature. Come on, nature. Please grow. I'm here to tell you that the nature will not move or not yield to his lack of planning. Okay? Nature has its own process. All right? And it takes time for those seeds, no matter how many seeds that you sow. It takes time for that seed to, first off, create roots and grow in the world that's unseen. Right? In the world that's unseen, right? Those seeds in our inner world create and grow before it breaks through the ground and comes to the outer world. And it's going to even take even more time for that seed to not only break the ground but turn to a tree that bears fruit. Okay, and so I'm here to tell you that you better get to planting, okay, because it's going to be the process. You can't plant today and reap the seed tomorrow. That's not the process. There's no shortcuts for success. Okay, there's no such thing. There's no such reality as something for nothing. That's why people love the lottery mindset, right? People really be thinking that there's a such reality as something for nothing, and it's a shame. It's a shame because they're searching for shortcuts to success. They're searching for the path of least resistance. Where I'm here to tell you that there's power in pain. There's progress in pain. All right, you could use pain. You could let pain hurt you, right? You could let pain make you suffer and quit and complain and weep and whine and murmur. Or you could allow that pain to bring forth prosperity. You could allow that pain to bring forth beauty and progress, right? Think about the pain of childbirth. I'm not a woman, right? I'm not a woman. I can never experience something like that, right? Like I could watch it happen I could watch it happen a zillion times. I could watch it happen a zillion times, right? But I won't never be able to experience it. I can only empathize, right? But think about that. That has to hurt, right? Bringing a whole human, a whole vessel, a whole another person coming straight from a woman's womb. Think about the pain of childbirth. At the end of that pain is what? Success, family. At the end of that pain is power. You feel me? I just was doing mad workouts earlier. I did like 100 something, like 200 something push-ups or whatever. My arms, you feel me? At the end of that pain of my arms hurting is power. It's success at the end. So it's like this, family. Are you scared of pain? Are you afraid of pain? Is that why you searching for shortcuts? Are you searching for shortcuts because you're not trying to feel any pain? Because I'm here to tell you that there are no shortcuts to success. All right? And there is no effort without error and misjudgment, and setbacks. All right? So you must understand that that's why we make the choice every day to correct our errors in judgment. Okay? And we practice a few simple disciplines, and we reevaluate the strategies that we're using to increase our quality of life. We reevaluate the tactics and the habitual things that we do on a daily basis to make sure that it's leading us to where we intend to go. And if I say something that resonates with you in these episodes, you type make the choice. But this is episode 98, and I'm here to tell you that there's no shortcuts to success. There's no shortcut to childbirth. Like, this woman had to go through that whole thing, just like the farmer. That seed was planted. You got to go through the whole entire process if you want to bear fruit. Right? Same thing with the childbirth. That seed was planted. Got to go through that whole entire process. Right? There's no shortcuts, family. Like, and before for that seed to even be planted on the fertile ground, a woman got to go through three perfect ovulation cycles and shit. So that's already 3 months in. So it's really a whole full 12-month process. Preconception, you feel me? Preconception is 90 days. Upon conception is 9 months from that. And then you're supposed to have childbirth. That's a whole process. And there's pain involved in that. There's confusion. There's frustration involved in that. But there's also beauty. At the end of it, you have another human being. You have another breathing, living soul. So you have another person that could take charge of their life, their mind, their day, their mental attitude, and their future. You see, I could do my workout every day. I could do a zillion push-ups right now. Say I was obese, right? Say I was 350 or something like that, and my goal was to be 250. I swear to God, I could go run 100 miles right now. And if I ran 100 miles or walked 100 miles, I would not be 250 at the end. It would be a whole process. So how about, instead niggas be trying to, or we be trying to cheat the process. We be trying to cheat the process by overcompensating for our prior errors. I'm here to tell you that if you've been eating a cheeseburger a day for the last 3 years, it don't matter how many apples you eat today. It's not going to change your health, okay? It's how many days in a row that you eat that apple. How many days in a row did you replace the cheeseburger with the apple? I'm running 100 miles in a day. How many days in a row did you run 1 mile? How about you run 1 mile 100 days in a row? Running 1 mile 100 days in a row, you lose way more weight. You have way more self-confidence. You have way more increased self-love, self-esteem, way more increased health, vigor, vitality, increased quality of life. Running 1 mile 100 days in a row than running 100 miles in one day. I'm here to tell you that your dramatic life change does not start with one monumental occasion. Just like the situation that you're in right now, that you didn't get there from just one monumental failure or one monumental error. It's a few errors practiced every day. A few errors in your judgment repeated on a daily basis. A few errors. If you think it's a Hershey bar a day instead of what if someone thinks a Hershey bar a day keeps the doctor away? What if someone thinks that? What if someone thinks a Hershey bar a day keeps the doctor away? What is that going to get them? That's small. They eat a Hershey bar every day for a week. They're like, hey, I ate a Hershey bar every day this week. I'm not ill. You got to be smarter than that. I'm here to tell you, you got to be smarter than that. You got to be wiser than that. You got to understand how them Hershey bars are going to accumulate over time. You can't miss that. Hershey bar a day or apple a day. Guess what? What if it's true that an apple a day keeps the doctor away? It's easy to do that. It's also easy not to. But guess what? If you commit yourself right now to eat an apple a day for the rest of the year, and then you miss 2 days in a row, the day you start again, you don't just eat 3 apples to miss those other 2 days. Just because you eat 3 apples today, you don't get back those times that you didn't eat apples. You can't make up for your prior errors by putting in more effort now and working harder now. Only thing you could do today is master today. And then, or really, you can master this second, which leads to this minute, mastering this minute, which leads to mastering this 30 minutes, which leads to mastering, which is a half an hour, which leads to mastering this hour, which leads to mastering this couple hours, which leads to mastering this half a day, which leads to mastering this whole day. And a couple of those days put together, then you get a week. A couple of those weeks to get together, you got to master for a month. A couple of those months put together, you got to master for a year. A couple of those years put together, you got to master for a decade. And I'm here to tell you that how could I be if like it's like this, I do take charge of your life. This is episode 98, right? You don't even have to type anything because I know that I'm giving you superpower. I don't need this. I don't need the comments on my joint going crazy because this type of message ain't for everybody, right? Because people are not really serious about taking charge of their life. People don't want to take charge of their life. People want to do this. People want handouts. People want people like me to fix their problem and then come back with the solutions for them and increase their quality of life for them. But I'm here to tell you that if you want longevity, if you want long-term increased quality of life, you're going to have to take charge of your own life and practice your own self-discipline just like you chew your own food. You want someone to save you, but do you want someone to chew your food for you? That's nasty. That's nasty. Would you want someone to chew your food for you? Would you want someone to chew your food for you? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. That's nasty. So why would you want someone to come up for you? Why would you want someone to practice self-discipline for you, to develop their positive mental attitude for you? How can someone do that for you? You got to do that yourself. You got to do that yourself, family. This is the name of the game. It's no shortcuts to success. It's no shortcuts to self-mastery. It's no shortcuts to personal achievement. It's no shortcuts to prosperity. It's no shortcuts to abundance. Just like it's no shortcut to planting a beautiful garden. It's a process. There's no shortcuts to planting tomatoes. It's a process. If I went to go plant it, if I just bought a beach house and I wanted to plant tomatoes, I just start planting in the sand, guess what? No tomatoes. Guess what? No matter how ambitious I am, no matter how much I want and believe that tomatoes are real and I could have them, if I'm out here hustling all day, putting all this effort in planting tomato seeds in the sand, when harvest comes, there will be no harvest. because I didn't understand the setup. There's no shortcuts. It's a process. Doesn't matter how hard you work. You could work hard and sincere your whole life and end up poor and embarrassed. Black people work harder than everyone for 500 plus years for free. And guess what? Average black person's net worth is $11,000. Average white person's net worth is $150,000. Black people have been called lazy since we stopped working for free. So I'm here to tell you that you got to be better than a hard worker. You got to be better than sincere. You got to be better than loyal to the company. You got to be a good reader. You got to be a good planner. You got to be a good executioner. You got to make the choice every single day to take charge of your life. If you don't, I'm here to tell you, they're going to bury you. And then someone going to have to take a loan out to do it. You're going to get buried in your own debt, in your own self-limited beliefs, and you're going to die way before your vessel leaves. And what a horrible thing it is to die before your body leaves. Way before, what a horrible thing it is to die before your breath leaves. Before your breath leaves your body, you are already dead. What a horrible life to live. What a horrible experience to have. Golly. This is why we do make the choice. This is why we make the choice every single day. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. My future is too important. My legacy is too important. My name is too important to me to be not planning and not executing on the plans. My future is too important to me to put it in someone else's hands. My future is too important to me to point and wait and expect someone to do for me what I should do for myself. This is why we choose to be phenomenal. Phenomenal or forgotten when it's all said and done. We choose to be phenomenal. Phenomenal or forgotten. Phenomenal or forgotten when it's all said and done. Phenomenal. I'm allergic to average. We want to be allergic to average. We want to commit ourselves to becoming our greatest versions and developing ourselves fully, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, so we can become the greatest asset to the collective. There's no shortcuts to success. It's King Leon X. King Leon X, the human liberator. This was episode 98. Episode 98 of Take Charge of Your Life. 98. Remember, don't wish it was easier, wish it was better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. Don't wish for security, wish for adventure. Don't wish for less challenges, wish for more wisdom to deal with the challenges, to overcome the challenges, to persist and push no matter what, to never give up. You know what I'm talking about? Become your own best friend and cheerleader, family. I'm here to tell you, there's no shortcuts to success. This is what today's episode was about. If you want to be wealthy, if you want to be healthy, if you want to be powerful, if you want to be successful, if you want to be influential, if you want to maximize your potential and your talents, if you want to use your skills and increase your skills, you got to make the choice. You're either going to be poor or you're going to be rich. You got to choose. You can't be both. How you going to be poor and rich at the same time? That don't even make sense. Choose. Make the choice. You're going to have positive mental attitude or you're going to be a pessimist. You're either going to have a positive mental attitude or you're going to be a pessimist. You got to choose. You're either going to be a winner or a quitter. You got to choose. You're either going to have faith or fear. You got to choose. You're either going to have scarcity consciousness or prosperity consciousness. You got to choose. You're either going to have abundant consciousness or lack consciousness. You got to choose. You're either going to say yes to your unlimited potential and unfolding future, or you're going to say yes to your self-limited beliefs. You got to choose. You got to choose, family. My choice is clear. My choice is motherfucking clear. My choice is 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 clear, though. This is what I was saying, if you couldn't hear me. It's King Leon X. This episode 98. Check out my website, kingleonx.com. You can buy my book, buy my CD. And we got some stuff in store for y'all. Check out my YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. I got like 1,000 videos up there. And subscribe to my Facebook videos. I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. Episode 99. It's King Leon X. Remember, the only limitations you have are the one you set up in your own mind or you allow others to set up for you. Stay grateful.